Fair warning for those who are quite sensitive because this video will contain some.
It wasn't so bad when you looked over the edge, was it? No, I suppose it wasn't. It was a beautiful view. Quite picturesque. Thanks for helping me get over my fear. At least for that moment. Of course. Anyway, just go for it, Midas. It's kind of late. So do you want to stay tonight? Oh? I might be happy to. It seems like we're both suddenly overcome with shyness. As we start heading into my house. I curse myself as I fumble with the doorknob, but we eventually find ourselves inside. Flipping on the light switch, I somewhat nervously turn toward Yuri. Why are you nervous? Do you want anything to drink? Just water would be fine, thanks. I quickly busy myself in the kitchen, rummaging through cupboards as loudly as possible to break the tension. She's gotta realize what I'm thinking about, right? What are we suggesting? The silence soon returns as I pass the mug of water to Yuri though. Are you hungry? I could bring out a few snacks too. Didn't you already eat enough at the amusement park? True. Just let me know if you need anything then. Alright. Thank you. Just a small moment of awkward silence. Midas? What is it? Could I use your shower? But you don't have any clothes to change in. Of course, you're probably all tired and sweaty from the day. Not to say that you're super sweaty though. I just meant that you walked around the loft today and stuff. God damn it, Midas. It's fine. So, here, I'll show you to my mom's bathroom. That way I can use the other bathroom at the same time. You have an extra towel too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I lead Yuri to the master bedroom's ensuite bathroom, then quickly rush over to the other bathroom to take a shower myself. I'd almost forgotten, but this is the place where I saw Yuri harming herself. I need to see the bloody razor lying on the floor again. Snap out of it, Midas. It's probably the worst time to dwell on those things. Can't help but be reminded of it. I just need to shower and get out as fast as possible. A few minutes later, I'm sitting on the bed and shaking my leg from the nerves. Why do girls take such long showers? Well, I guess Yuri has her hair to wash. It seems like a lifetime later, I finally see her enter the room. Hey, fancy meeting you here. You sit down beside me on the edge of my bed. Midas? I know I keep saying this and sorry if it's annoying constantly to hear it. But thanks for the day. You really are the perfect boyfriend to me. How can I be annoyed at that? Especially when you call me the perfect boyfriend. You really are too good for me. You're so thoughtful. I never think to do anything for you or buy any spontaneous gifts for you. I'm so selfish. Look, here I am making everything about myself again. Is this going to be a recap of our Ferris wheel conversation? You don't give yourself enough credit. You're not being selfish. You always think about other people rather than yourself. And if you want an example of your own thoughtfulness, remember when you brought me the copy of Portrait of Markov? I nearly forgot about that. And since it's brought up in such a late, the last time it was stated, I can remember, is Act 1. And it's here again in Act 3, so will it play a part in the story more? I hope so, because that'll be interesting. Albeit a bit scary, I'm guessing. That was so long ago. Seems like only yesterday to me. I mean, how would I forget about the time a beautiful girl gave me a gift? If you can call me the perfect boyfriend, then I can call you the perfect girlfriend too. Midas. I lean closer to her, her lashes are long and flutter with each breath she takes. While her eyes can almost get swallowed up by those clear pools of violet. Little flecks of darker purple amidst the reflected light on her eyes give her irises a jewel-like quality. Impulsively, I press my lips against hers, the emotions on the back of the Ferris wheel are swirling inside me again. And where's the music? The kiss is brief, but leaves me wanting more. Suddenly, Yuri clears her throat? But why is that? Could you close the oh boy, is this really happening? I get up and pull the curtains close in a swish. Could you turn off the light as well? Okay, Whatever makes you comfortable. To be honest, I'm kind of glad that she wants to turn the lights off. I'm not too self-conscious when it comes to my body. I still feel a bit embarrassed at being mm, at being naked in front of Yuri. As I flip the light off, I hear rustling from Yuri. It's followed by a small thump on the floor. I can't see much when I turn around, given my eyes haven't adjusted yet. Even so, I can tell that Yuri's top now is lying crumpled on the floor. Yuri? And yeah, I can't believe that they put so much detail. They gave her. At least her scars are healing now, which is good. Are you sure? Her voice cracks a little as she answers me. Yes. Sorry, I wish I could let you see me. But right now. But not right now. Not yet. I'm guessing that's from the scars. It's okay. You can take it slow. Can I touch you? I have no idea what I'm doing, but I guess it's safe to ask questions just in case. Plus, knowing how shy Yuri is, I don't want to rush her before she's ready. Okay. I step closer to her so I can smell the lavender fragrance in her hair and the faint scent of sweat from her body. Let's hope I can ease some of her anxiety. My fingers gently brush against her sides, however, she flinches at my touch. Sorry, did I surprise you? No, sorry, it's just that your hands are. They're cold. Shoot, sorry about that. I quickly rub my hands together in an attempt to warm them up. No need to apologize. Phew. Looks like this moment of embarrassment helped me break the ice a bit. I reach out to hold Yuri's waist again. I can feel the goosebumps all across her skin now. But she doesn't flinch this time. Slowly, gently, I move my fingers along her body, exploring the softly firm curves before me. Yuri bites her lip. And she does, oh god. It may be a small detail, but it's actually pretty good. Closing her eyes. Would it be too much to hope that she's closing her eyes in pleasure? After a few moments, I find my hands at her shoulders and pull her in for another kiss, this time more passionate and intense. Without thinking, I rub my hands on her arms and suddenly startled by the raised bumps snaking across her skin. No! She quickly jumps away, tearing her arms out of my grasp. Some of the scar tissue was softer, but the other ones were clearly still scanned over. I wasn't even thinking about that. I didn't mean to touch her scars like that at all. For a moment, Yuri stands across from me with her face in her hands, breathing hard. But then she finally looks up and makes eye contact with me. It's okay. It was an accident, so we can stop for the night if you want. I'm fine. Sorry, I was just startled. I want to keep going. She steps forward and puts her hand on me, sliding down from my chest to my stomach. Although her movements are graceful as ever, she's moving more slowly now, more methodically. I reach the edge of my shirt, she suddenly moves her hands up and under the couch as she's touching my bare skin. Taking this cue, I pull off my shirt. I pause for a moment, uncertain of what to do. Her face is completely red and she's looking down at the ground. I guess she's still embarrassed, but to be fair, I am too. And God, this is making my heart race. It's so passionate, if that's the correct word. She tugs down at my pants a bit, probably to move things along. I respond by unbuttoning my pants and pulling them down. By the time I look back up, Yuri's taking off her leggings too. Do you want to lie down? Alright. I stand aside waiting for Yuri to get to the bed first. Her movements are almost laughably robotic, a stark contrast from her previous smooth motions. Are you okay? Yes, I'm just nervous. Well, just so you know, I am too. My reassurance gives Yuri the final boost of courage she needs as she briskly clambers into the bed and lies down before me. Her eyes flick up to meet mine before darting away to stare slouching at the wall. Nobody. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god! Oh, god! My first taste of this was from Outcast. But I thought I was gonna get bamboozled again, but yeah! Now I'm even more excited because I'm such a sucker for vanilla. I wonder how not skin Sayori will go, but dang, let's just enjoy this moment. Never in a million years did I think I'd be in this situation. My eyes hungrily wander over every inch of her body with each passing second, causing my desire to grow and grow. Elegant curves, smooth skin, the way her hair is splayed out underneath her. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room, her posterior. They rise and fall almost hypnotically, involuntarily arresting my attention. Even the darkness can hide how supple and full they look, and it's a mark of uh, stupefied I am that I haven't reached out to touch them by now. I can feel blood rushing now to a very prominent member of my body. As my heart rate accelerates further still. Yuri glances up at me, presumably waiting for me to do something. Ah. When she meets my eyes again, her hands seem to instinctively move her body to cover herself up. Sorry. My words startled Yuri, which slowly uncovers herself again. I'm sorry. What for? The lights, and I don't know. She turns her head away so that it's hard to see her expression. It's okay. You look just... Okay, Midas, get it together. You've been talking like an idiot for long enough. I race to slip my boxers off, trying to ignore how self-conscious I feel as the most honest part of my body springs up, eager to free from its cage. As I get on my bed, Yuri peeks back to look at me, her eyes flickering down at the southern region of my body. I'm just hoping my body isn't a disappointment, given how incredibly alluring hers is. Now that I'm practically on top of her, I hesitate slightly. Aren't you meant to, start with your... My goodness. Aren't you meant to, start with your fingers or your tongue? I want to make her feel good, but I wouldn't know what to do with my tongue, so I opt to carefully slide my hand down past her stomach. Yuri's body trembles slightly under my touch as my hand moves further and further south, her breathing grows more and more irregular. Is it anticipation? Or just nerves? Her face is turned away again, so I can't really tell. Finally, with my fingers mere millimeters away from her, I slowly begin to stroke the warmth beneath me. There's a sharp intake of Yuri's breath as Yuri twitches at first touch. Are you good? Does it feel alright? She nods, although I can feel her body stiffen in anxiety. I wait for another answer, but she doesn't make any other moves. Tell me if you feel uncomfortable. I begin rhythmically massaging her again, attempting to adjust the movement of my fingers in accordance with her body cues. Although it takes what feels like a few moments, her body eventually begins to relax more and more. We've both worked up some sweat by now, although much of it isn't from nervousness, I can't tell. What I can tell though is that pleasuring her is somehow making me feel good myself. She occasionally makes strange noises, and although part of me wishes that she'd just allow herself to make noises, another part thinks that it's cute that she's shy. As if reading my mind, Yuri finally opens her mouth to say something. Yuri grabs a bit as she tries to speak. I'm ready. Pulling away from her for a moment, I lean over to grab a small foil packet from my knife. Oh, we're even prepared with protection! Momsy raised as well. Despite my hand shaking, I manage to fit the rubber over myself. My face flushes when I realize that Yuri's been watching me put it on. Even my face is flushing, gag! With the realization that I've noticed her eyes on me, Yuri swiftly looks away again. Don't worry. Like you said, we're both nervous. Yeah. Yuri spreads her legs apart and covers her eyes with an arm as I try to position myself more comfortably. It's now or never, Midas. What? Wow, they even made the effort to make multiple CGs for this. God, props to the men and or women that made this, because I thought that they made a lot of effort in the music, and in the backgrounds and in the sprites and stuff, and the story is really good. But even here, props. Bravo. I'm such a sucker for vanilla. As as all my feelings and passion come to a head within me, I push forward into Yuri with one quick motion. Yeah. The cry of pain makes me stop for a moment. Are you okay? I know that it might hurt her, but I didn't expect it to be that bad. Yeah. Just go more slowly. She peeks out at me from behind her fingers and smiles through a wince. I resume my movements, but I try to go more gently this time. It's hard to do though at this sensation, it just feels so good. It's warm and wet and fits snugly over me, as if we're made for each other. Mary begins to match my movements with her own, and our synchronization sends a satisfying tingle surging over my entire body. A moan involuntarily slips out of her lips, and she bites down hard on her lower lip to stop herself from making any more noise. I can't help making some grunts myself, as I work my hips against her. Out of instinct, I reach out and tenderly grab one of her breasts. I can't find another word. The feeling of the warm, soft flesh adds a layer of pure pleasure shooting through my brain. I'm losing myself with the sheer satisfaction of the moment. Who could have guessed that would feel this good? A primal hunger flares into life as I caress and squeeze her breast, feeling the nub of her nipple beneath my fingers. As my feelings intensify, I grab her legs and move faster. The change in pace causes her to falter somewhat, losing track of the rhythm of her movements. However, she's able to match my thrusts again soon enough though. The sound of her grunts and pants grew more and more frequent, and I can feel a build-up quickly growing in intensity. The sensation of Yuri, my love for her. Everything begins to pulse in mind until... Yuri! Waves of pleasure wash over me, building up into a climax. Sensations that feels as though we're melting into each other, becoming one intense being made out of passion. The euphoria only lasts a few seconds, and as quickly as it arrived, it's over. Long strands of hair stick in Yuri's face as I try to brush some aside once I regain control of my body. Yuri's breathing comes out in quiet little puffs as she recovers I mean. Midas, come lay down beside me. Dutifully I crawl up to the side, so that we're lying down face to face. I can't help but steal another kiss from her. Give me a chance to breathe, Midas. Sorry. I resort to holding her hand instead, and slowly but surely our breathing returns to normal. We smile at each other, whereas the silence as before we were awkward. This one's a comfortable one. The comfortable silence we've had in the past. Now, like always, we don't need to talk to each other to understand each other. I'm dreading the moment when we'll have to get up and reach for each other's arms. But for now, there's the two of us in a warm cocoon, far away from the rest of the world.